Greetings wonderful people, and welcome back to another video. We first off have to apologize for the lack of videos recently. We've been taking a break to sort out all sorts of logistic things as well as the great things to come. That out of the way, E3 is far behind us and we saw some undeniably cool looking games that are set for release this year. So we're going to be looking at our top games that are releasing in the second half of 2018. As a side note, this isn't going to include all the huge releases that everybody is already excited for, like Battlefield, Spider-Man and so on. Rather, we're going to be looking at some lesser known games with the occasional big title in there. So let's get started. Let's begin with Strange Brigade. We uploaded some gameplay footage of this zany co-op shooter, and to be honest, it looks pretty incredible. It has the feeling of an olden day movie, with the characters speaking like they're from the 1930s. Speaking of characters, there are a wide range of them that all have their own special abilities as well as weaponry. The game sees you traveling through cursed island ruins and temples, looking for relics of the past while battling mummies and zombies at the same time. It's pretty badass if you ask me, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Next up we have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, this time set in ancient Greece, focusing on whichever character you choose to play as, either the male or the female protagonist. You're said to be an outcast from Sparta, and the game seems to be some sort of redemption story. The devs have said that there will be a stronger focus on story this time around, with there being more to collect as well as do. Along with that, there will also be cool looking massive 150 versus 150 skirmish battles that you can take part in. I'm pretty excited to see how the game actually pans out. Super Mario Party is up next with its new installment on the Nintendo Switch. Greatly improved visuals as well as 80 new minigames is sure to make this party game the party game of all party games. If you enjoyed the old school type of games with multiple boards and last minute star count upsets, then I'm sure you'll love the new Super Mario Party. It's also said to release with some dual screen capabilities, allowing you to connect another Switch screen for certain minigames. Overcooked 2 is also coming, and I can say I'm certainly excited. The original Overcooked instantly became a winner in my book, with its chaotic multiplayer mode that sees 4 virtual chefs shouting at each other for tomatoes or onions. What more could you want? The new Overcooked is said to include the new mechanics that allow you to throw food to each other, as if just handing it to your friend wasn't stressful enough. And of course, the game will include a brand new campaign to play through with your friends. Speaking about returning, our favorite purple dragon is also returning with the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Following in the steps of the Crash Bandicoot way, Spyro is set to release with the rebuilt versions of the first 3 Spyro games, which in my opinion were the best ones. This remaster will feature all the classic areas, items, characters and of course Spyro. It's being redesigned with the Unreal Engine 4 and honestly looks pretty good. Of course, I could not compile this list without including Mega Man 11. Capcom is finally done neglecting their Blue Bomber child and have come out and pretty much released all the details about Mega Man 11. There will be new features and mechanics like the double gear system, and of course awesome looking bosses whose souls we want to absorb for cool powers. It's been a good while since a new Mega Man has popped up, and this is definitely going to be a purchase for me. Biomutant is up next, and I decided to include this game just because of how refreshingly new the whole idea is. You play as a customizable squirrel breed, or at least you kinda look like a squirrel. But anyways, it's set in a post-apocalyptic world where pollution is taking hold of the world and animal factions are fighting for control of the Tree of Life. This game was created by the veteran designers over at Studio Experiment 101 that worked on much of the Just Cause series, so we know that the environment and action in the game are going to be great. Pokemon is also returning with a brand new installment of Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. These remakes of the classic Pokemon Yellow are mixing the original RPG elements of the game with those of the Pokemon Go mobile app. I'm pretty optimistic about what the potential for the game is, and I honestly cannot wait to play it. There will also be changes to the way you catch Pokemon, and you'll no longer need to weaken them anymore in order to capture them, which is pretty interesting. I just can't wait to see which direction they take the game in. Next up we have the Forsaken expansion for Destiny 2. Now while this isn't an actual game and rather an expansion, Bungie's making promises that it will be similar in size to a full release. Now we all know Bungie and their promises, but Forsaken is actually looking like the next step forward for Destiny 2. There'll be new explorable spaces, enemies, weapons, secrets, and of course a raid. These are all things that Destiny is in need of, so I'm praying Forsaken can help fix the reputation that Bungie has tarnished. There'll be an actual boatload of changes coming, and it's pretty exciting for all Destiny players. And finally, we have another entry in the somewhat popular genre of the 4-player co-op level traversing. Very similar to Left 4 Dead, GTFO sees players joining a squad of 3 other players to explore incredibly creepy levels. All sorts of creatures seem to be making their appearance in GTFO, even ones that can extend their freakish necks and gobble you up. These type of games are always welcome in my book, as I love the genre and I cannot wait to get my hands on GTFO. But that is going to do it for this video. Of course I haven't included all the amazing games that we saw and that we're expecting, such as new Smash Bros, Call of Cthulhu, Hunt Showdown, the new Soul Calibur, and so much more. But that is all. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing, and until next time, farewell.